Alright, today we're going to be covering the 4K Ultra HD Dashcam, the A129 Pro. Now what's nice about this camera is that I've reviewed a lot of YouTube videos, and this seems to be at the top of pretty much everybody's consideration. So I went ahead and made this purchase, and we are going to go ahead and unbox it and see what's inside. The left and right side have a textured orange printing to it. On the back side are the specifications, of course. It has a 4K UHD 30 frames per second, real 4K resolution 3840 by 2160p. We have a Sony Exmor R sensor. It's a sensor of 8 megapixels. It has super night vision. Great video quality at night. It also has a G sensor, as well as support up to 256 gigabytes on the micro SD. It does have Wi-Fi support for dual band for 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz, as well as the VIOFO app, and we'll test that out as well today. And then we have buffered parking mode. Essentially, from what I understand, if the car gets bumped or there's an accident, it will turn on and record video for a certain amount of seconds. So if anything happens on the front end of my car, I'll be able to see, as well as GPS logger. I believe I got the one with the GPS, but we'll find out. So let's go ahead and take the sleeve off. Very nice box here. On this side, it just slides right up. We have thank you for your action, as well as some support information there. Okay, and then we have, of course, the camera. It's all wrapped in this silicone plastic type stuff. And this camera does have a cover on the screen here that we can take off later. But just looking around, we do have a couple different buttons. They're not rubberized, they're just plastic. Interesting. It does also have the GPS module on the back. This one does come with the GPS module. It does have the micro SD card as well as a microphone. Micro SD card and microphone, left and right side. On the other side, we have USB, we have AV out, and we have a connector for our rear camera. So if we ever decide to do a rear camera setup on this, it's ready to be plug and play. Also, the camera does swivel, depending on where you put it. It does have a cover on the camera as well, so make sure you remember to take that off. Alright, so that's the camera itself. Let's go ahead and continue jumping into the box here. And then we have all of our documentation, 100% satisfaction warranty service, as well as product registration and how to contact them if you should have problems. And then of course we have the user manual, which we might be digging into a little bit later once we start figuring out how to get the app set up, all that special jazz. So, user manual. Usually, like, the first half is English, the back half is some other random language. However, this entire book is English, so that's perfect. This is everything we would need for the user manual in there. It has another layer. There we go. And inside this layer, we have, I believe this would be an extender. Let's go ahead and open up the user manual and verify all this so I don't sound like I'm talking out my rear end. Trim removal tool. Oh, that's even better. So if you need to remove some trim to get to anything and put in wires, this is a trim removal tool. I will definitely be keeping this because I'll probably be using this on other projects. We have a really long cable. It does come with a USB cigarette lighter adapter. Looking at it, it's a D3000, typical 5 volt, 3.1 amp. Nothing special. And then, of course, we have this giant long cable. Actually, this cable, oh, yeah. I don't have this cable in my car, so I'm going to have to completely rewire my car for this. But hopefully it pays out in the end because it seems pretty nifty. So essentially, we just take USB plug it in, just like that. Cool. So I've got some work to do to rewire my car. All I wanted to do. Oh, and then it has some plastic tabs here. So that way if you can't run the cabling into your dashboard or along your pillars, you can use these, connect to like stick it stuff, and then run the cables through that. Alright, we also have another cable. It's actually a shorter cable, which we might use for testing out some stuff. And of course we have the pad, the big pad that we'll need to use to stick to the window. And then, heavens to Betsy, what is this? Oh, so this is a special tool. Yeah, card reader adapter. That is cool. I like that. Essentially what you do is the card reader, the card that you put into this camera, you can pop out and pop into this device and plug right into your computer and copy all the data off. I have several of these. No camera I've ever purchased came with these, so that is super nice. But that is it. That is everything in the unboxing of this product. Now we'll go ahead and get it plugged in, try out some things, and see what happens. Now we're going to go ahead and try some things here. First of all, we need to get the app on this. According to this book, it is VIOFO app. So let's see if we can see that. FO. There it is. And while that's installing, let's go ahead and plug the camera in here. And let's see what happens. So it's automatically recording, which is great, except it doesn't have a memory card. See, there we go. So it's beeping at me since I don't have a memory card, so let's go ahead and put one in. Obviously it doesn't go in that way, so we'll try the other way. Pretty easy to put in. Now it's automatically resetting. While that's resetting, let's take a look at our app. Open that up. We're going to allow it to access everything. I just want to make sure I read that right. This makes cellular data still usable after connecting. That's weird. We're going to say no. We're going to go ahead and connect the camera. It's going to search for a camera. It's not going to find anything because I don't think I've set it up. Power on the camera. Here we go. And the phone is giving me instructions. Basically wants me to set up the settings on my camera. So you would stop recording to stop recording. Wow, it's really loud and annoying. Standby mode, recording mode. Press once for video snap. Say take a picture. Click to enter menu. Start recording, enter playlist. Long press to enable Wi-Fi. Oh. Let's go ahead and long press this. Now it's turning on Wi-Fi. Alright, so Wi-Fi is on, so let's go over here and scan for the Wi-Fi. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, and the password, really easy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So password, make sure it's right. Connect. So my app is now connected. So let's go and open up the app. Connect your camera. Now it is connected. And it's saying live view, which is blacked out. And let's go to the settings here in the app. It says I have to stop recording in order to do anything. That's so annoying. Oh goodness, now we have that beeping sound again. So let's go ahead and take a look at the settings here. So it automatically records to 30 frames per second, 4K, video looping recording. We're going to leave that off. Loop recording, so we'll leave it at 1 minute for now. Record audio, yes. Exposure front, exposure back. WDR, wide dynamic range, yes. You definitely want wide dynamic range. Wide dynamic range is the ratio of the brightest portion of the image to the darkest portion of the image. WDR enables the camera to deliver video with near perfect exposure in varying lighting situations. What? Nothing is working. This is aggravating. There, I'm going to connect to that. So the biggest issue is that with my camera, my phone specifically, if there's no internet, it'll find a way to connect to internet and bypass. Okay, so now that we're connected to it, it hooks up. It's timed up. Synchronize. Go ahead and set that up. Delay boot off. Parking mode. Auto event detection. Do high sensitivity. Motion detection. Let's just say medium for now. Image rotation. Oh. Yeah, my phone is not terribly helpful. It automatically connects to Wi-Fi that it needs, so I have data, and will disconnect me from my camera, of course. So we got that set up. Parking image rotation off. Notification sounds all on. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Look at that. We shut up. That is so amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. Screensaver mode. We'll say 30 seconds. Format SD card. Reset camera settings. Wi-Fi name. Wi-Fi password. We'll reset that up later. Card license plate number. Free space on card. Ooh, I should probably just go ahead and format this bad boy then. Alright, so it's formatting the card. There we go. Now we've got all the data we need. Looks like everything is pretty much good to go. So here's my current setup on my Dashcam. Currently utilizing an action camera that I've hooked up here. I use all sorts of different adapters, as you can see there, to make it all work. So it's just a simple action camera. Nothing too terribly special. Just an experiment to see if I can make it work. And so the cables run up here, all along here, come into this pillar, go down along the pillar into this area, and then they go into the dashboard underneath, and underneath here, runs along there, comes out here, pops up, and gets plugged in there. So basically what we need to do is replace that long cable that runs through the dashboard, along the pillar, along the ceiling, and then replace that mount and that camera. So that's what we're going to do today. Alright, first thing we need to do is get this molding off. It's pretty simple. Just grab, pull straight down, and unhooks just like that. So the next step is just to pop this molding out. Just pop it straight out. Hear it click, just like that. There we go. Right here are a couple of clips that look like this. They're located there, there, and then like a little one that sits right here. So when you just pull it straight out, then you can get access to this cord. You don't need to remove the whole dashboard, just pop that straight out. Then from here what I did is I just removed more of this spacing, just like that. And I just pulled the cord right around the edge. And then inside the dashboard, I just basically ran it back behind there. Well, behind the glove box. Back behind there as well. You can see this better than I can, but it goes right back there and pops out, runs along the edge, comes right up here. Alright, so we got the camera removed. You can see there's a little bit of residue from that, but it's pretty much removed and good to go. The one problem with the new location, which is on this side of the mirror, that's passenger side. This isn't too bad, I guess. I don't care for it very much, but it'll do. The one big issue is right there. I don't know if you can see that. How to get the memory card in there. It can be done. It's just difficult. There we go. How's that for some focus? It's kind of a tight spot. Here we go. I don't know if you can see this, but this is my attempt to get the memory card in to my camera. Obviously that didn't work. Alright, so I found it. Found a memory card. It looks broken, but it's not. It's actually perfect position. Because that actually is the GPS and it's supposed to disconnect from the camera. Me making my life difficult, I've actually made my life much easier. Alright, so this is the memory card. Look how much easier it is to put in. Look at that. Like a boss. Over here, we will just slide it right back on. Maybe. Let's see. Have to line it up just right. Oh, that's just like that. Boom. Look at that. And the camera's all hooked up. It's all good to go. Cables run into the ceiling just like before. all along there. Goes right along there. Then jumps onto this pillar here. See, the cable kind of sticks out again, like it did last time. That's okay. And there was a lot of excess, so what I did was stuff all the excess into this pillar here, and then it goes right back behind there, down there. See, my cable's kind of sticking out a bit. Actually, not too bad. I can fix that here in a second. And then it goes right along there and in my shotgun shell. There you go. Alright, so since I have this cable giving me a problem anyways, let's see if I can fix it with you guys here. So what I did is I actually used my handy dandy little contraption, this thing that came with the camera, and used it to kind of pry in there and run it along. And while I was running it along, I was able to push it in just like that, underneath that space, all the way up to the edge. Boom! Now it's all gone. So this is what the dash cam looks like. You can see there's some sensors there on my thing, but there's also a camera there. Actually is more hidden than the old one. I mean, the cables aren't as well hidden, but the camera's a little more hidden than it was before.